What's up, family?
What's up, family?
You know what it is. This is the Real Talk Family Reunion.
And what we're doing here is we're celebrating us. You know, we're not celebrating, what is that, June 19th? You know,
I wasn't even celebrating nothing.
no,
I'm just appearing at the family reunion. There may be some fights at the family reunion.
so we're pulling up.
We pulling
All
up.
right.
We pulling up. You know, we don't make special appearances for nothing.
No, not
It's
at
been
all.
a lot of things going on in the community.
Oh, that's right. You know it is. It sure
And
has.
you talking about Juneteenth.
I'm talking about we're not celebrating it because, you know, those fakes are celebrating that holiday.
What
So.
does Juneteenth have to
let's-
do with the family
That's
reunion?
just see, that's what the family reunion is about. It's about a lot of shit. But we're talking real shit tonight.
Yeah. So
Okay.
grab your herbs, grab a plate of food, get on chill mode because we're gonna talk to you this evening. You
Grab
know.
your Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, we got some
whatever
we
you're
got some
drinking.
stories to tell.
That's right.
We got some things to clear up. Family.
Let's start. Let's get,
been a
get
lot
right
of-
into it.
I don't know if I could dive right into it because
Okay.
people, you know, they need a slow, smooth ass whipping. Sometimes you just got to take your time with that ass whipping. Okay.
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 All right.
All right. So what's up? Recently in the community, we have been on the radar, let's say. I'm going to start with one of our posts being flagged. Okay, one of the Jay-Z posts was flagged. It was Jigga Still Nigga, right? Now you know his nickname is Jigga. And you know he made a song called Still Nigga.
That's right.
You know people say nigga, nigga, nigga on YouTube all day long.
All day, night.
But when I said it, YouTube took my post down. Okay. So that was the first strike, right?
We said cool.
We said cool,
All right.
but I'm going to do it again. So I'm like, okay, man. They take my post down. And then, you know, I get into, you know, a situation with somebody on YouTube. You know, I don't even...
Come on, let's be real. Some prick. You know, let's just.
I didn't want to jump into prickism.
Okay, but.
I wanted to be compassionate in the beginning. Here's the whole story,
we
family.
did. Yeah.
Here's the
give-
whole
Give
story.
them background.
I gotta give you the background. Okay. Like y'all know, there's some people out there that fake like they like us, right? But really don't like us, right?
They fake like they're part of the movement. They,
Right.
They're in tune. You know.
So I'm like, y'all heard of this motherfucker, you know, so insignificant, you know, just so fucking insignificant. So I'm like, okay. Initially, we were invited onto this channel on YouTube.
That we had never heard about.
Right. And it was called Mike TV. Mike, you know we talking to you. I
Directly.
mean, you said our name so many motherfucking times, you must wanted to see Candyman.
Listen,
I mean, you
that's
said it
right.
way more than 3 times, motherfucker.
And this motherfucker throws rocks and then turns around
And hides his hands.
behind his back.
On some puss boy shit, but we gonna break it down to you,
We
because
gonna
you know, when
break
we
him
clap,
Clap back. That's
when
right.
we clap back, we slap back.
That's right.
So here's the whole story, y'all. I'm gonna try to get my puff stand and tell you the whole story. So, you know, we've been at this thing for a while, about 1.5 years on YouTube. We ain't never collaborated with nobody. We ain't never rolled nobody's coattails. None of that shit. And y'all know we skyrocketed pretty quickly, you know, and that's with much gratitude from the community.
Love.
Much love. This particular person came out of nowhere, really. We had never heard of his channel or anything. And we like, you know, he hitting the super things to get a little $5, a little $2 here. I'm like, well, let me give him a little shout out, you know? Hey, you know, what's up? It's all love. It's all peace and love in the community. He like, boom, why don't y'all come on my channel? Whoop de whoop. We like, okay, we available on the weekend.
Okay, maybe.
We bring your friend, we could bring my friends, and maybe we could be friends. Okay? Not on no diddler shit.
No, not on no diddly shit.
Okay, bring it back. Boom. So we say, cool, we do it with you on Friday. But then we was like, damn, we ain't even looked at this channel, no Mike TV. Like, we ain't even looked at this channel. We didn't even know who it was. So we asked him, we like, you got some content that we can go over? And he like, yeah, I got a whole motherfucking channel with 600 videos of bullshit. Anyway.
Bullshit. It was real bullshit, too.
Okay, so we go to his channel, Mike TV. This shit, it was very antagonistic. Okay, we understand everybody doing their part in the community, but he didn't have the understanding of the difference between Native, and he didn't have the understanding of what Niji was.
Well, see, he's an agitator.
Okay,
That's all.
if you don't understand those simple things, then we not here to teach you.
No.
We make that perfectly clear. We got a whole channel of videos that we mentioned to him that you can watch. We tell you what tribe we from, okay?
Exactly.
The questions were so redundant. It was like, dude, what is you really on? So we was like, we'll do the interview 4 o'clock. By the time we looked at the channel at 12 o'clock, we was like, we don't know if we want to do this with you. We don't know if this is the right thing for us. We don't want to collaborate with somebody.
No, we came out flat out and told him why we didn't want to do it.
We came point for point. So then our audience was like, this motherfucker talking trash about you. It was like a 5-hour live stream or some shit.
He used our whole video.
Okay, in the advertising.
Right.
For some reason, he advertised us.
Before he agreed to.
Okay, and then he was like, it's going to be a wonderful thing. And we like, okay, we committed. Let's do some research on his channel.
Oh, that's right.
That we have never heard of before Friday. Okay?
Right.
So, when we said, we're not spiritually aligned, you got some more growing to do. We'll reconsider in the future. I guess the brother got a little sour about that. See, because I noticed that his audience members also negatively talk against Dane.
They negatively talk about everything.
So if you negatively talking against Dane, who is the ethnographic researcher?
Dane.
And if you ain't got the stamp of approval from Dane,
right,
then I don't want to fuck with you.
And that's just what we said, basically. Because we don't fuck with that. We don't fuck with losers. We don't fuck with infiltrators. We don't fuck with liars.
So it's like, I recognize the skin color, but I don't recognize the soul there.
Because he ain't like us.
They not like us. They not like us.
That's right.
That's why we've made content. Native Americans versus the Niji. They not like us.
They even reported to us, family, that he had a fake, Native American card. See, we're not a part of all that bullshit.
Looky here. We got a life outside of this internet thing. I don't know if y'all noticed. Or else we would have clapped back a whole lot sooner. But it's like, we let it ride. Motherfucker was real sour. Like, he was real mad.
Oh, doggy was mad.
He was mad.
Doggy was mad.
And like, all his subscribers were mad, and they were like, oh, this and all that. And I didn't watch the live stream.
No, we didn't watch it all. We didn't care to.
Because you got to be careful where you put your energy.
That's right. Where attention flows, energy goes.
So my attention wasn't at all on him. And it still really ain't, We got a lot of bigger problems, family.
Yes, we do.
The YouTube algorithm is against us. And when people like that come in and try to infiltrate that algorithm, then we got to stand up 10 toes down even harder.
All of us.
All of us. Because an attack on one of us
is an attack on all of us. Boom.
So I'm gonna need everybody to stand up, and not over this imp
No, no, it's
of
not
a
about
chance. It
that.
ain't about
It's
him.
about censorship. Because
It's about the censorship overall.
they said our content is not original
They said our
and
content
redundant.
is not educational.
That's right.
They said that you don't need to hear that you a Niji every day, all the time. But you do though.
That's right.
You need to hear that you're indigenous. So it's like the real attack is on the community.
That's
And we
right.
need everybody to stand up.
Everyone.
We need everybody.
I need
to
my riders to come out.
Dane, everybody,
You
everybody.
know,
When I say
Selena, research guy,
everybody,
everyone.
everybody, this motherfucker is using people's content and he don't even know the true meaning of what we're saying.
That's right. No, that's because he's an infiltrator. He's not there to do anything but infiltrate and try to get us to separate. That's all.
Okay. So, we said our piece. That's what it is. I ain't got nothing else to say really about him.
No.
You know, this
No,
is the
but
family reunion.
Yeah, but let's talk about this censorship.
I
This
just
is what's
did.
important, but they need to really know. You know, a lot of the family has no idea what goes on behind the scenes.
Well, looky here. We're going to have to communicate with each other off of YouTube, family.
That's right.
You know, you're going to see us on a whole nother format. You know, we're going to have to parlay this whole thing. Y'all feel what I'm saying? We're going to have to parlay this whole thing because YouTube is not for us. It's only against us. And what we've done is already dramatic.
It's monumental.
What we've done already,
It's created love and a movement and recognition, identification, making ourselves more powerful,
yeah,
showing the real, actual Niji of today,
yeah.
showing the world.
And to be able to do that against all odds, against shadow banning, against censorship, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's been monumental.
That's a
You
big
know,
deal.
We support ourselves. We support our channel ourselves.
Oh yeah, by the way, motherfuckers think that YouTube is giving us a living. No, baby.
No, not at all. No, we supplement. We do this out of love. We do this out of respect. We
Baby.
do this to heal our community.
Yeah, we
to
do
inform
this
it.
pro bono. I don't know if
We've
y'all
said that
get
before,
it.
but
Well,
we
that means for the free. That means for the free. The free 99.
That's right.
And it ain't a bunch of BS. Quality over quantity.
All the time.
We give it to you straight, no chaser. Because we know you like it like that.
It's time somebody was real with you.
Right.
In this world of bullshit, everywhere you look, you know, we need to know who we are, what we are.
And we need to keep it a buck.
That's right.
We need to keep it real.
And that's what we do. And they're coming down on us. So we've got to move.
We got to double down.
That's right. We always got to.
We got to double down. Shit, they lying about the views. They lying about the likes. They lying.
You know, they're unsubscribing some of our people, you know.
Turning
just,
off your notifications.
just everything they can do. You know.
I heard about Rumble. I'm going, I know it's a different format than YouTube, but I'm going to bounce over to Rumble.
We're bouncing over to Rumble.
Hey, if y'all want to donate, go on hit that Cash App.
That's right.
Cash App, Born from the Soil.
That's right.
Got a new book coming out too.
We sure do. That's what we've been working on.
Picture book. All the beautiful pictures, and a lot of the pictures y'all ain't even seen yet, man.
That's right.
Born from the Soil. That's what
Listen
it's called.
to that. Born from the soil.
Born from the Soil. That's in the making right now.
That's right, because this is our soil. This is our land.
And we
this
gotta,
is who we are.
We gotta counter all that, them fake photography, fake movies, fake Native Americans.
We have to create our narrative. We have to tell our story. We have to continue that oral history in every way.
That's right. Born
Okay.
from the soil. That's the new saying. Born from the soil. Where you from? I'm born from the soil.
That's right.
I am of the earth.
That's right. That's right. I am of Turtle Island. This is my land.
Atlantis.
Okay. Okay. Remember, the pyramids were here first. Okay.
It's called Puff Puff Pass at the family
Well,
reunion.
you know, when it gets real good, I kind of hold on to it.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome.
But
You know?
yeah, it's all love. Honestly, you got to stay on the love vibration. I'm not for all the negativity,
No, we're
you
not for
know.
all the hate.
No, not at all. So we had to pop up. Sometimes you just got to pop up and show niggas.
That's right.
Sometimes you just got to pop out. So we're just popping out, you know, showing you, sharing the blessings. And that's the beautiful thing about it. That's why we don't want to communicate with anybody who's not empowering the community.
That's right.
We're not trying to give you history lessons.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So the topic of discussion tonight.
Let's get
All right? Let's get into the topic of discussion tonight.
Okay.
The most important thing we can do right now is love
It's love.
and cast the spell of gratitude.
Listen to that.
Okay? Gratitude. And we need to help each other out.
That's right.
We need to help each other out.
Each one teaching one. Each one, you know.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
still true because it's important for the next generation. If we get our minds right,
Right,
we can
teach the
affect that-
kids.
Teach the kids.
I can't teach
Exactly.
no grown ass man.
No,
I
no.
can share. I can share.
That's right. Like we're sharing our journey.
Yeah.
You know, our journey of discovery of who we really actually are, showing our power.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're about. We're about cleaning up the bloodline. You know, we're about honoring the ancestors.
Yeah.
We're about being proactive.
I think a lot of channels are missing that.
Yes.
The proactivity. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how YouTube stunts the growth, like us,
Like
okay?
us.
Try to stunt the growth, who promote proactivity of today.
Well, they've been
We
doing
the
that,
only
but-
motherfuckers who tell people not to vote.
That's right.
We're the only people who directly tell people not to vote.
Because of anytime you vote against yourself. There are no stipulations. There will never be.
Is there any? I don't see protection for white people. I
Uh-huh.
don't see not one law
Well, see-
that says white people are protected because black and white don't mean jack.
Well, see, that's why the YouTube didn't like our video, where the white people come from.
YouTube don't like nothing that we doing.
That's right.
Fuck YouTube. YouTube is just the vessel to connect us all together.
That's right.
But we all know it's religious formats. We got to know that,
We have to.
right?
We have to know we have to understand that the Catholic Church, religion, has affected everything in this country.
What's everything?
Everything.
The math,
The math, the
the
science.
reading, the science, the structures, the buildings,
Everything.
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 So how do we come up out of that? See, what we're going to talk about this evening, and I just remembered, we're going to talk about how it's not easy to be sovereign.
It's not easy. Who had that ideal that it was easy? Being sovereign, being independent, it's hard. In a world of everybody who want to be dependent. See, we respond to our own ability. That's how we were raised. That's how we were taught. That's inbred. Most of the world, it's not that way.
We're talking about how difficult it is and how a lot of people ain't built for sovereignty. A lot of people ain't built for it. That's what we're talking about. A lot of people don't even know what sovereignty is, don't know how to think for themselves, don't know how to really, really research.
Don't know how to stand up for themselves. Okay, let's take it. Let's take it all the way back. So
Talk
let's
to
take
me
it down.
then. Talk to me.
They don't know how to be responsible for themselves. Okay?
So give them some encouragement. Since the topic is sovereignty, give them some encouragement. What's the
I mean,
family? Don't
have
you need some encouragement?
You have to stay strong. You have to stay convicted to the way you feel. You can't change. You can't waver. You can't accept anything that's going on now. You have to think of things in a critical way.
Excuse
You
me.
have to realize your own power. You know, you have to stop denying that power. We have it inherently. You know, we have that power from our ancestors. You know, this is our land.
We
This
feel
is
you.
this is who we are.
We feel you.
You know, and this, you know, the illusion of inclusion that a lot of us are up under is nothing but another bullshit illusion amongst all the illusions.
Then you need to explain what is the illusion of inclusion? What is it really on a deeper level that people don't see?
I think on a deeper level, it's that, you know, well, see, it varies. Everybody's being fucked, no matter what color they are. They're being fucked, okay? But we have to realize that. We have to want to do better for ourselves. You know, we have to want to better our families.
I'm listening to you.
You know, I know you are, but are they?
Yeah, they listening to you.
You know, it's about being sovereign, it's about not being popular, okay? It's not popular to be
The killing
sovereign.
they want to be popular. That's their dream, to be popular.
No, and it's not about being mainstream. It's about being real. It's about being 10 toes down. It's about standing up for what you know is right. Okay? It's about being on that love vibration. It's about exploring and becoming the best version of yourself.
I feel
You
you.
know, not being and not letting society cap you.
Right.
Realizing the bullshit and calling it bullshit, putting a stop to it, at least in your own world.
Okay.
Okay? So many people fall for so much bullshit. In fact, they're just used to it now.
Yeah.
You know? They've lied to us about everything. They're still lying to us. You know, it's not a physical genocide that they're after. It's a paper, and most importantly, it's a mental genocide. You know, it's the killing of everyone's mind and soul. They want you to be soulless. They want you to be mindless. You know, all of us on the planet have certain things that are in common. You know, it's about leading a better life on this planet. It's about being in tune with nature, with the universe, yourself, and your people, where you come from. Legacy, lineage, lineage is so important. Okay, it's what defines you. You know, just like we say here, the quality of your questions determine the quality of your life.
Well, I'll tell you, that motherfucker had some low quality questions. On the real.
I mean,
That motherfucker had some low quality
that
questions.
little motherfucker, he was just an irritant. He was an agitator because he didn't believe.
Well, Frederick Douglass said, agitate.
Agitate, yeah.
Agitate. I remember young little DG walked up to him and said, Frederick, what do we do? How do we live in this time? How do we be sovereign? Frederick.
know? Just
Agitate.
like Kendrick is calling out the fake and Drake,
Yes, sir.
we need to call out the fake in society.
Just like Jaguar Wright
That's
is
right.
calling out all the fakes in Hollywood.
This is the time of awakening, people. This is the time you can say what's in your heart for real. Fuck being politically correct, because politically correct is a system that is against you in the first place.
And it's incorrect as a
And
motherfucker.
it's incorrect as a motherfucker. You know that the government is a corporation. Know that everything stems from that Catholic Church. Know that you've been lied to. I mean,
Yeah.
get mad. You know, get mad. If you think you're woke, then what we say is you need to go back to sleep and awaken.
Yeah.
Because this is the time of awakening. You know, a lot of frauds are being revealed. There's a reason for that. This is the time when we can tap into our essence, we can tap into our lineage, we can tap into our ancestors. because this is the time.
That's right.
This is the time we can make and change the outcome of the future. Remember, we're the blueprint to the world. We're the blueprint. If we get our asses together, everyone else will fall in line. You know, we've shown you that black and white is nothing but an illusion. The only thing that's black and white are those letters in the law written on that paper. That's all. It's nothing but a status. But you don't have to be a status. You don't have to be a statistic. Most importantly, you have to be who you are. Being real is so much more unique, so much more powerful. You know, not trying to, you know, follow the crowd. You know how what they say about that. Follow the wave,
Riding
get you
with the
riding the
wave,
wave, get you killed quick. So many of us in society, and that's all people, have given up. You know, given up. We, as true Nijis of this land, the indigenous people who have always been here, we never give up. We're not here to be perfect, but we always have been damn here for progress. And that's what we've done. That's what our people have done. No matter what they've labeled us, no matter what they've thrown at us, we've always been able to rise above that. We were so powerful, they had to desegregate us, so to speak.
And force our dollar out of our community.
And force our dollars out of our community. You know why buying black ain't working? Because we in our community know what black means, just like white. It doesn't mean anything. Anything that's carried that banner of black has never worked, has never succeeded. But knowing who you are, being a Niji of this land, is forever. It's forever.
And you got to get into your spirituality.
That's right, because you have to understand that one of the things we were a very spiritual people. Everything that's conceived in the physical world was conceived first in that mind and that soul. That's why we have invented and affected everything, because we're a product of a creator creating. And creation continues over and over and over again. It doesn't stop. You know, we're made up of energy. So we're powerful. But if you don't realize that, you become a dweed, a man-made weed. All you're doing is blowing in the wind. What we say here and what I say is when you feel that wind blow, those are the ancestors nudging you along to who you really are. Stop ignoring what's inside of you. Embrace it. Because it's all about you. You know, it's all about each one of us in learning to be more sovereign and to navigate. So by being sovereign, you can navigate through this society a lot better because you know. Knowledge is power. More knowledge of oneself is the ultimate power. Is the ultimate power. Not worrying about what anybody on the outside has to say about you. Knowing for sure who you are and not accepting the labels, not becoming a statistic. You know, not believing in those bullshit slave narratives. Understanding fully what slavery was. And everybody on the planet has been through some form of slavery. We were enslaved because we were prisoners of war. We were enslaved because we had to become indentured servants because they systematically stole our land. But we can get our land back. All we have to do is reclaim it. But we can't reclaim it if we don't reclaim who we actually are. Because we are of the soil. We are the original people and always will be of this land. Turtle Island. I can't speak for everyone around the world, you know, because it's not about that. If I know we affect the world, then I'm talking mostly to us. Now, it's beneficial for everyone around the world, but I'm talking to us. We've got a ways to go to get ourselves together. And recognizing who we are is the first thing. Granny wasn't lying to you. Only history was lying to you. Only that mandatory education was lying to you. Only that church, that dogmatic religion lied to you and said you couldn't question, that you had to follow a line. We knew that our power, our talents were endless. We respected life. We enjoyed life more. We wouldn't settle for a lot of the things. But now, because subsequent generations and television is so strong, the media promotes nothing but bullshit. Remember when we used to be able to feel the music? Remember when the music was so powerful that it affected everyone around the world? Everyone was on the same vibe. What's the music like now?
They want to go blick.
They want to go blick. Yeah, they want to go blick. Okay. Okay. Girls are players too. Yeah, girls are players, but real women run shit.
That's
okay.
right.
Real women are the real bosses. Okay. Girls are players too. Yeah, because everybody's playing a game with each other. If you're gonna play the game, play your own game. Have people come to your table. Don't go to other people's table. Don't be eating off of somebody else's plate. You cook it up. You do it. It's time for us to start dealing with reality. That's all I'm asking you to do. It's to free your mind like they told you in the 70s and the 80s. Free your mind. Mm-hmm. Because even then, they knew that this system was fucked up. And it was all about self. Even Tina Reid, had been with an island full of rainbow-colored people, happy as could be. What I'm saying? Because there was a sense of harmony at one time. This government, religion, people's belief systems, their bullshit systems, these are the things that have infiltrated and have been fucking us up. Mm-hmm. Us denying our own power has been fucking us up. I'm not denying mine. I take care of mine. I do for me. I'm leading the best version of my life as I can be, and no one dictates how I should live, how I should love.
Right on, right on.
It's time. It ain't nation time, it's needy time. It's time to recognize all those fakes calling themselves Native Americans. Hey, they were trader Indians hundreds of years ago. They're still around.
Damn, what Kendrick say? He said your daddy ain't got a backbone. Your ancestors,
That's right. You come from a bunch of spineless people.
It's in your DNA.
It's in your DNA, not me. I come from royalty. I come from chiefs and chiefesses. Okay? I come from a people that have created everything in the world, that created within their own minds, that were independent, that responded to their own abilities, that were in tune, and they were happy. Don't you want to be happy? You have to realize happy is a state of mind. Being rich only means realizing that you or that I create our own happiness. Fear is false expectations that appear real.
Wait a minute. Now this is just too many acronyms
I
to keep
know,
up
but
with. Now
you
wait
know
a minute,
what?
family.
As long as I'm not saying the FBI is at the door, it's all good. Because sometimes I wonder with this message that we're getting out, with the censorship, they watching us. And I ain't paranoid. I'm just being real, 10 toes down. And I watch my ass everywhere. Not because I've done anything wrong. That's because I know there are a lot of people, bad people out there. And see, I police my own. I sheriff my own. I don't need the law. I create the law within me and my environment. I protect my loved ones. I protect my family. That is my duty. I respect the masculine and I respect the feminine. I respect this land. I respect nature. I respect my ancestors. And when I don't know or when I'm confused, I tap in to that ultimate realm of power. And then I come back down and I'm straight.
Explain that. Wait a minute, because it looked like you went up and came back down. You did
Real
some
quick,
transcendental
you
stuff
have to
there.
understand that, in this 3D body, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's all about the mind. The mind creates how you look, how you feel, what you accept. Now, indoctrination, yeah, that's why they work the mind. That's how they were able to indoctrinate us. That's why the very first schools were Sunday schools. The exploiters came over with their religion as well as their sickness, as well as their greed. What did we do? Open arms, love, but we also fought. They couldn't beat us. They never can beat us. So they renamed us. They educated us into their system.
Counted us out of their system.
That's right. Educated us in their system. You hear that? Yet count us out.
Ain't that nothing? Ain't that something?
It's crazy if you don't realize that. All you have to do is get on the love vibration, love one another, respect the planet.
Respecting the planet.
That's right. Respect the planet. Respect yourself.
And that doesn't have anything to do with plastic or waste or saving the ocean. Respecting the planet.
No.
Okay.
No. This was created by the same people who are trying to kill us every day.
Whoa.
Okay? This is just, y'all, if they're trying to kill us with the food, with the media, with this and that, you think they give a shit about the planet? They don't care about all the plastic. They don't care about the GMO food that they're selling you, the drugs that cause other things to happen to you.
You try to get rid of a backache,
Look,
and you end up getting gallbladders.
you try to get rid of a cold, and still there's, so many side effects.
Peep this. We got to tell our people, because Russell Brand told us. Mm-hmm. Vaccinations. They don't even want you to call them vaccinations. No.
Yes. People, they don't even want, of course, because of research, and this is the time of awakening, they found out that the vaccines, of course, weren't working. And we knew this. And instead of calling them vaccines, they're getting ready to start calling them therapeutics, or they should be calling them therapeutics, which is just another word for Band-Aid.
But wait a minute, aren't they on their 7th vaccination?
See?
Booster?
See?
Come on, man.
You all have to be real about the pandemic. Oh, did I say pandemic? I meant pandemic, okay? What we say here, is that if you went through that pandemic and came out the same way, you didn't lack time. You lacked discipline. Because that was the time to take a real look at the world around you. That was the time to peep game. But they put so many of you all in prison, and then when they finally released you slaves to go to work, to go outside, you got all frantic. You didn't care anymore.
But they still lie.
That's right. People were going around with masks. Now, the birds, the animals, everything is okay on the planet as far as nature is concerned. But you had to wear a mask that if somebody farted in front of you or had bad breath, you could still smell it. Hey, it was a social experiment.
Keep it a buck.
Let's keep it 100. It was a social experiment. It was to see and to regain a certain amount of control. They didn't control us during the pandemic.
No, sir.
I hardly ever wore my mask. I did only when I was forced to. And I mean literally by the law.
And weren't we demonized
And
and villainized?
oh, we were demonized, villainized, you know, just all of it.
Motherfuckers tried to sneak vaccinate us and shit. Weave it out needles.
And even our own people. Okay? Okay? We learned how to start being sovereign during then.
That's right.
Because we had to separate ourselves from all the fear.
False evidence.
That's right. All that
fear is real.
That's right. And that's what that pandemic was false evidence that appeared real. Then
And now they're telling you it's false.
and now they're telling you it's false. But see, they know that you on some other bullshit, so you're not really listening anyway. Because you just listen to shit in, 30-second bites, you know,
Right.
shorts and shit, you know. We have to get back to educating ourselves. We have to get back to knowing who we are, being real. That's the only way you can be real is if you know who you are. Other than that, you're some fake ass person. You know, and the censorship that YouTube is putting us through, it don't faze us.
No, sir.
No,
In fact, it gets the wheels in motion even quicker.
That's right.
It's like the slingshot.
Shit. We're pulling up in 20 black Suburbans. Okay. You know, we're running up real hard. We're running up real
He
tough.
said 20 black Suburbans. We
Right.
pull up like Sunday service.
That's right. We're pulling up. We're having our own service. It's called the Church of the Wild. We don't call it church though. Okay?
But ain't we killing all they belief systems
Yeah.
though?
That's because belief system is basically a bullshit system. You're just lying to yourself. You're regurgitating someone else's thought. Okay, what about your own thought? You know, who are you to be the judge of someone? Okay? Who are you to be the judge?
Your voice got deep on that. Who are you to be the
Who are
judge?
you to be the judge? Who are
right.
you to tell me I can't live my life in truth? Who are you to tell me I can't live my life in love? Who are you to tell me I can't empower myself and separate myself from all of this bullshit? How can you tell me I can't be sovereign, take care of my own self, respond to my own ability? How can it? And especially, I'm not going to let you tell me I'm African American. I'm not going to let you tell me, you know, that I'm black. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm telling you, sometimes when you speak, it sounds like poetry. That could have been a whole poem right there. I don't mean to make you. I don't mean to put you on the spot. It's
Yeah,
just
you know you don't put me
when
on
you
the
when you
spot.
went into the who are you to tell me, and
Right.
then it was like, oh, it's just poetic.
You know, people asking who you are. Who are you?
Who
You
the
know,
fuck are
I know who I am. You know, I know that those DNA tests are just like going to see some psychic. It's all a bunch of.
Oh yes, let's touch on that for the community.
Yeah, let's touch on that. We're getting ready to touch on again, guys.
You got to look at the older videos, catch up, but we'll touch on it.
Well, here, let's bring it up to real
Let's
time.
bring it up to real time.
Right.
Someone asked the question, what is your thought on DNA tests as it refers to the mitochondrial DNA? I'll answer that
Yeah,
one.
but this is details, girl. So she'll answer it because I'll just say bullshit. It's
Right.
all bullshit.
Let me break it down. The mitochondrial DNA comes from the mother. The DNA tests cannot tell you your ancestral background.
No, they can't.
It can tell you who's alive, who you're related to.
Paternity tests and such.
Yes, and that's a beautiful thing.
Sure.
To find lost connections.
Sure.
But it cannot tell you who's in the grave.
That's right.
And who you came from. The DNA tests were made by the Mormons.
That's
and
right.
that was to cleanse their
That
bloodlines.
was by baptizing their dead.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But-
And people like Henry Louis Gates and other people found out they could make money and they're just making money off of your ignorance. Hey, I am 100% 100% Nietzsche, not 5% of anything else. But I'm 100% tired of this bullshit. Now that's what you'll find in my DNA. I'm 100% real. Okay? I have respect for my bloodline, my legacy, my people. I understand. I have compassion. I'm willing to share. I'm willing to help teach. You know, I'm leading by example. Those are the things. Okay, people want to know, you know, just be who you're supposed to be. Michael Jackson, everybody told you look at the man in the mirror. He couldn't say look at the Nietzsche in the mirror because he,
You know, under contract.
and that's right, he was under contract. But we can be real now. You know, we can be real. The truth will piss a lot of people off.
But it will set you free.
But it'll set your mind free. And therefore you can set your body free too, because you learn how to be able to navigate. It's all about navigating, you know, and taking back. We can take back everything we can get back everything that we've lost. If we realize our power. And we haven't really lost anything. We just haven't gotten up off our ass.
You already know what I'm going to say.
No, I don't. Go on, hit them up.
I'm just going to say, why are you trying to get stuff, though? That's like OJ trying to get his shit back. People took it from him. You can't stop trying to go back and get your trophies.
Right. Exactly.
You already the great.
That's right.
You already the great. Taking back the land is taking back your identity.
That's right.
Assigning yourself to this land.
That's right. Assigning yourself to this land. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
You've been assigned to this land. Okay.
Understand
this is
the
your
assignment.
land. That's why our book says we are of the soil.
That's right. Born from the soil.
Born from the soil. That's right. And each one of us is born from the soil.
That's right.
Depending upon from wherever you come from. But we are born of this soil.
That's right.
And we always are. That's why our skin reflects it, our attitudes, our swag, because we are. You just have to recognize I have. And I want you to. That's why we always invite you. Come on in. Come on into our kitchen. Join us on this journey. You know, go know what we're going through, because I know a lot of you all can relate to that. You know, live and learn from us.
Tell them about the balance. You know, let me get my.
Well,
you tell them about the balance.
Why don't you speak on it and I'll elaborate?
Well, the fact that you may enjoy some libation.
Oh, well, of course.
And your spirituality.
That's right. It helps free my mind. It helps. That's what our people have always done. It's always been in us to take advantage of nature and what was in nature. It's just who we are. Just like this Perique tobacco. No one on the planet had tobacco but us.
Like us.
Like us.
Now, you know
well,
that.
Later on, of course.
The Turkish has some camel tobacco.
Yeah, well, where they got that from us. They got that from us.
Get into it.
You know, certain things, you know, Bill Gates can grow corn over in Africa, but we know that corn is indigenous to this land. Remember, they're always trying to copy us in some kind of way. You know, they're always mimicking us. Like we say, anybody can be black. Okay? Think about black. Anybody. But not anybody can be Nietzsche. Not anybody can be Shawnee or Cherokee or Blackfoot. You know, so many things. Turtle Island. You notice in the summer how it gets hot all across the country? That's because this is Turtle Island, guys.
What about the celestial events?
Oh, if you notice the celestial events in the sky, that's the universe.
What about the people who may not know? Can you elaborate on some of those?
A lesson is a blessing.
Okay.
Okay. So every lesson you learn is a blessing.
Can you elaborate on some of those celestial events? What's going on?
Well, for instance, you know, not only have there been strawberry moons, but there's so many things happening in the constellations, lining up. you know, the moon phases. See, all of these things we were in tune with and in balance with because everything that happens above us affects what happens down here. That speaks for the spiritual world and also the physical world. You know, just because you're not aware doesn't mean that you're not a part of the scheme of things.
Sure.
You know, either you're going to be proactive in it or you're going to be pulled along in it. You know, it's all about self. It's all about knowledge. Knowledge is power. It's about preserving who we really are. You know, remember when most of these immigrants come over to the United States, to assume the American identity, you have to lose your identity. And see, they've been forcing their identity on us since they established this government. That's why they renamed us over, over, and over, and over again. It's time for us to identify with truly who we are. Okay? We know who we are. We know what we are. You know, let's build ourselves up. Let's raise all of us up out of these lies. And I promise you, 100, we can change the world. At least make the world better for us first, and then it'll go around the world.
Right.
Okay? Because everything they've ever done that was negative was modeled off of the things that they tried to do here.
Understand, the
But-
negativity is ignorance.
That's right. The negativity is ignorant.
Positivity is knowledge.
That's right. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Okay. What else you want to say? 'Cause
Man, you got the floor
got me
tonight,
out.
baby. You the man.
Well, you know, we have to see. This is not high school. This is not college. This is like a TED talk, but instead it's a Tim and Phoebe talk. You know, this is when you're up on a certain level. Like we said, we understand everybody ain't on the same spiritual levels. Some of them can catch up if more of us act like we're supposed to. That's right. If we take that initiative, you know, we can clean up our shit. Police our own. Okay? Police our own.
That's right.
Stop going for this okado. Understand that we are the majority, that we undergird the total financial system. That's why we did so much better than they did back in the past, because we invested in ourselves. It's time for us to invest in ourselves, to invest in our families, to invest in love. You know, we need to take a vested interest in us. Okay? Tired of all this half-stepping.
Half-stepping and jive turkeys.
Jive turkeys, poo butts, assholes. You know? Understand that words are spells. It's important that each one of us affirm verbally what we want to happen. Words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. Understand, educate yourself as to the origins of not only yourself, but of the things around you. And you'll have a better understanding. Yeah. Okay? It's about understanding.
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 And then you can overstand.
Right. But the point is get the point.
Yeah.
You know,
I
free
think they
your
got.
mind.
I think they got the point. I think they got the point for sure.
And like I said, we're not going to miss a beat. We're going to come to you on so many venues. But as we said earlier, you know, we need your support.
Always.
You know, just like we show you love, just like you know that our videos have been informative, that have been life-changing. You've seen it in the comments. You know, you've seen it in the comments. You know they're censoring us. Look at the kind of music they only will allow us to listen to. A lot of you all listen to music, and first time you hear it, you know you don't like that shit. But then after they play it 1,000 times, you start bopping your head to it.
That's a spell.
That's a spell. You've accepted it. So many of us are so used to not having it a certain way, it's affected us. We've accepted it. We've accepted the bad food. We've accepted us not loving each other. It's
Yeah.
time to change that.
Yeah.
Wake up, everybody. It's time, to
Man.
see a new way.
Man.
It's time for us. It's past time. It's the only way we're going to heal. It's the only way we're going to grow. Is if we change our minds. If we constantly create. We're creators. We're alchemists. Remember that. We're creators.
I'll remember.
What you doing over there?
Oh, I'm just chilling. I'm
Okay.
off the scene.
Yeah, I know. Well, you need to come back on the scene. Because I feel like I'm by myself here.
You're not by
I know.
yourself.
I have family.
That's
I have
right. You
family.
mentioned earlier, we was like, this is the family reunion. You said, how many people we got in our family?
Oh, we got
About 17,000
We
people
got
in our family.
17,000 people in our family. And guess what? That's wonderful. There's power in numbers. Let's all of us, because all of us can take credit in this movement. All of us can take credit. There's enough credit to go around. In fact, I don't even want the credit. I just want the love, the respect, and I want you to listen and to understand. So that you can have a better life, so that you can provide a better life for your children. Because if you don't educate your children as to who they really are, the schools are going to educate them into who they're not.
And then they're going to come home and try to educate you into
Okay.
who you are.
So-
Mama, Daddy, we African. Mm-hmm. We came off the boat from Africa, and most of them went to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's what most parents say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, we got to break it down.
And most of them allow their children to walk around talking about Wakanda forever.
Well, that's a death symbol.
Hey,
Just
that's
like the
right.
cross.
That's right. It's a symbol of death for people. You don't do your research. You don't question. So many of our people's hearts are cold, are numb. And that's people around the world.
Grown cold.
Grown cold, taught to be cold.
Earth, Wind, and Fire told you. Heart so cold. Baby born, heart pure gold.
That's right. You know how they say once you're a certain age, a child is born and its heart is open, and then it becomes tainted once it starts going to school. Let's be truthful.
Get the conditioning from the school.
Right, get the indoctrination. Okay? Then that child's heart grows stone cold. I want my children to know who they are. I want my children's children's children to know. And the only way that can happen is if you continue that oral history. If we start creating our own narratives to fulfill ourselves. Stop letting this media continually lie to us. And if not, create our own media. Sometimes you can't change a fucked up system. You need to step aside and create another one. Same way with this government. This government has never been for us. It never will be. Okay? Remember, to be American, you have to lose your identity. And that's what each one of the Europeans coming through Ellis Island did. That's what they do today. And they accept whatever status the government sees fit to give them. Yet, notice, yours changes all the time. Other people's don't. Wonder why. Wonder
Power
why.
must be with you.
That's right.
They must be trying to distract you from something.
Our creativity comes out in our art, our music, our literature.
Your voice right now
That's
is
right.
artistic.
That's right. That's right. So, like I said, it's about love, here at the family reunion. We haven't seen a lot of you all for a while. Heard
Family.
from you. Family. I love how she says family. You know, because we're your consummate and your spiritual auntie and uncle.
That's right.
You know, we're never going to lie to you. We're going to keep it real. And if we're talking it, we're living it. You know, remember, you can't bring us any smoke because we live in the smoke room.
That's
if
right.
anything, you outsiders are going to get burnt up. Okay? Because this is the real deal in here. And we don't take any shit. And we're not taking any shit from YouTube. We're not taking any shit from those skin folk that ain't our kin folk, you know, because we understand what the deal. We know that DNA, whatever DNA testing, if it's not about paternity and it's not about living relatives, it don't mean shit. It's just for, how can you be so many things? It's a lie.
People ask, how can they trace their genealogy if they don't, know much about their family? DNA tests seem like, that's why they make quick money off of us,
Right.
because it's an easy way. But how do you really research your genealogy?
Well, look, you can do so, as we've told people, through county records. You know, you can do that paper chase. You can,
He
for
said
sure,
paper chase.
It's a paper chase, you know. Or you could believe the truth. If your family has always been here.
If their birth certificate said Negro,
That's-
colored,
Tell them.
black,
Then you
mulatto.
have been, that's right, you have been here. If Granny says she was an Indian, you're one too.
You are the Indian in your family.
That's right.
It's the best
That's
saying I
right.
ever heard. You are the Indian in your family. 99.9% of us did not intertwine with an African anywhere in between
No.
Granny and today.
We didn't have to. We didn't want to.
Right. If we
Yeah.
don't want to today,
Right. Our
What
bloodline
makes-
is so strong,
Right.
you know, and our people, we're the copper-colored people. We are some of the most beautiful people
on the
on
planet,
the planet.
why would we want to nurse and fuck some slaves coming off of a boat?
Yeah, why would you? You want to fuck a slave?
He tweaked.
Coming off a boat,
Come on, man.
smelling like ass shit and who knows what?
Come on.
And then say, go to work. Come on, let's go to work together.
Let me tell you what really happened. Let me tell you who really came off the boat.
Oh, let's tell them.
They were pale.
They were pale.
They were
That's
pale.
why we call them pale skins. We didn't have anything against them.
And
but
guess what we
it was
did?
a pale face.
And guess what we did after a while with them pale skins? We say, okay, times are changing. I'm tired of fighting. I ain't gonna kill all your children. Let me employ you on my land.
Yeah, uh-huh.
First mistake.
First mistake was
Employed all these immigrants.
all those immigrants. And then those very immigrants, once the government had been established, they started creating laws so that they could take the land.
That they had been working on.
Right. Before Beacon's Rebellion.
Bacon's.
Bacon. Before Bacon's Rebellion, you know, most white folks was like, they wanted to live the lives of the needy.
That's right.
They were mad because the needy were living better lives just because this is our land. Remember, family, they systematically stole and manipulated. They imported people in that could be manipulated easy. Okay? Everyone who comes to America
Easily
can
manipulated.
be manipulated easy. That's a prerequisite.
Prerequisite.
That's right.
You know, I accent. You know, I
You-
accent.
hey, that's that accent.
That's an accent.
But you know what I mean. If I said Scooby Doo Boo Boo Doo, you know exactly what I was meaning.
Scooby-Doo. Shibby-doo. Run, run, run.
You know, we understand the origins of words. We know that the Webster's Dictionary was created for this country. Because if you go to the Oxford Dictionary, it says a lot of things that are a lot different from what that Webster says. See, that Webster's, you want to tell them about it?
Oh, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna say even the European news says more than the news here.
That's right.
But yeah, I'll touch on the Webster's Dictionary. It was written after they studied 20, about 40 different languages found here on Turtle Island. Then they wrote the Webster's Dictionary, and then they revised that into the Merriam's Dictionary.
That's
And the
right.
words changed
And
and the meanings
understand
changed.
that our language, what we're speaking right now, is a trading language. It's called lingua franca. Do your research.
What is lingua franca?
What is lingua franca?
Lingua franca is just a trading language. That's
But
all.
what is it made up of?
French, Spanish, our language, and who else came over here to colonize? Yeah, Italians.
Italians.
Yeah.
And see, before then, before they came over here to colonize, we had already been throughout the world. We had already traveled. Remember, the world was different then. They created these borders. They rerouted rivers on purpose. On purpose.
They ain't say they control the water. We got to regain control over that
We
water.
have to regain control of the water, the river, our minds. Okay? Okay, and this is for everybody on the planet. But like I said, this is the family reunion.
That's right.
Okay?
Shit.
So at the family reunion, we're not talking to the world. We're talking to just us.
That's right.
You know, we're segregating ourselves away from all the bullshit, okay? And we're asking you to join us, you who look like us.
And soul spirit.
That's right.
I don't just want skin folk.
Oh no. That's why we came up with that. Skin folk ain't kin folk. So you wouldn't be fooled.
See, people showing up at the family reunion trying to eat off other people's plates.
Yeah, instead of bringing a plate.
Okay. Or trying to take a plate home.
Yeah.
Y'all taking too many plates home.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you
And
eat
then-
at the family reunion.
That's right. That's right. And it's about empowering each other. You see our power. It shows in the Olympics. It shows everywhere. Everywhere. Yet you look in the mirror and you're taking selfies using somebody else's face because they're telling you you're African American or you're black.
Black mom.
Black man's problems.
Black music.
man's problem. Hey, our problems are the world's problems. It ain't separate, guys.
It ain't separate, guys.
That's right. Those Europeans, those pale faces, they're in the same
Boat.
now.
Just like our last episode.
They're in the same boat. But the point is that we ain't still nigga. We know who we are. And nigga, black, mulatto, negro.
Which is just Spanish for black.
That's right. Listen to that. That's that lingua franca.
I talk to my Mexican friends all the time. And I'd be like, hey, give me those Negro colored shoes or pack of squares. And they know just what I'm talking about.
They know this. See, you get a better response from that world community because we all live in this world. You get a better response when you know who you are. You get the respect that your ancestors and that you deserve. But if you're running around here, you don't know who you are, nobody's going to respect you. Not even your fellow Neji. Okay? Okay?
Yeah. I feel you.
She's always talking that shit. I feel you. And you know what I think each time she says that? I know you do. Okay. But do you feel me? Do you feel my heart?
They feel
Do
you.
you feel my soul?
I feel you, yeah.
Because we share.
Yeah.
Okay? We share. But, you know, like I said, at this family reunion, we had to let you all know what time it is, as we always do, you know. So, hey, travel with us, still join us on this journey, you know, of discovery, of empowerment, of changing each one of our lives through the empowerment of our minds, and most importantly, through identity. Something has to separate you. from everything else. You are an original. Okay? You are a one and only. No one else can walk in your footsteps but you. No one else fits your shoes. Okay?
Well, I wear a size 9.
I know. Both of us, both of us.
Can you believe that? We both wear a size 9.
Well, a lot of things on me are 9. That's I just had to throw that in real quick, but yeah, 9 is a,
It is after dark, isn't
yes,
it?
that's right. I have to bring it
That's
real.
a little too much information,
Okay,
honey.
that's too much. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
When we speaking in nines, and usually, 666 is 999 upside down. So.
Yeah. Well, 6 protons, 6 neutrons,
See, listen
and
to
6
that.
electrons is what balances the body. So you remember, everything's told in reverse.
I know what balances the body too. That includes the protons, neutrons, other things.
You tweaking, y'all.
No, it's about love, and you know what happens late night. Okay. 'Cause it's
Well, you
all
said
about
that.
love.
Goddamn, you sound like the diddler. I'm running. Let me go.
No.
Uh-oh. See?
Unlike the diddler, okay.
Let me see.
I'm on that love vibration. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not on that bullshit. I'm not a predator.
Predator.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in tune. I'm in balance.
Yes.
And I've got the love of my life.
Yeah.
So what can I say?
Excuse
I'm not making no excuses for how I am, who I am, or what I am. I'm just keeping it real.
Right on.
As we say, real talk.
Real talk. Well, that sounds like a beautiful conclusion to real talk. Thank you very much, family.
Well, hey, I know there wasn't. Why don't you come sit and tell them bye or something? You putting it all off on me.
Wait a minute, don't be rubbing against the
I
microphones and
thought,
everything.
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any wardrobe malfunction.
Well, you already got your chest out. You know,
Yeah,
you already on sexy.
no, we'll see.
Look at him, y'all. Look at him.
No.
He
But
giving
yes,
you the.
but yes. Okay.
Yes, honey. But it's after dark. It's the family reunion. It's all good.
That's right. You know how family talk. We just keeping it real. We just being real people.
Yeah. And that is sorely lacking today.
Yeah. I mean, people don't even speak anymore. They using emojis and shit. They using avatars. Every time somebody sends us something, here's his avatar.
Damn.
Okay. I'm like, well, who is this person?
Yeah.
But they got this avatar. Is that how you see yourself?
I think the pandemic contributed to a lot of the, now people are socially handicapped.
Well, the losers are coming up now. Dysfunction, is nothing. They want you to be dysfunctional. They want you to be sick. They want you to be ignorant.
Yeah.
That's the perfect American.
It's more lucrative that way.
That's right.
All right, family. Well, we enjoyed this segment. We enjoyed talking to you. You always want me to sit down.
I always want you to sit down. That's right.
We love you. We hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed listening to you. I mean,
Hey, support. Just,
of course, I'll leave it in the description below. Don't even worry about it. Just remember, there are great things in the making.
And get ready for our book. It's going to blow your mind. And it should be something that each one of us get because it's a reminder.
Yeah.
It's a physical thing that you can identify with that shows who we are. And we are the people who came from this soil.
Born from the soil.
Born from the soil.
Look out for it. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Peace out.
Peace and love.